Well, I kind of ruined my schedule today, which is why I'm now chopping broccoli while I do the stupid blog post. So I had that meeting at the Department of Human Services to go over my paperwork for the medically indigent program. Good news is, she says, I will pass. Bad news is, I made sure that I had everything that I needed, except that I then forgot, when it said print out your bank statement, I printed out the summary screen that shows how much is in your accounts. Apparently what I actually needed to print out was like, the last month or whatever statement. I don't get paper statements from the bank anymore, I don't think. I don't know. Because I get them in the email. So she gave me a prepaid, yay, envelope to go home and put that together. So I have now done that. And I just mailed that in, but she said, seeing as how I have zero income, there's pretty much no doubt in her mind that I qualify, and seeing as how she's my caseworker, I'll take her word for it. She also said, because of the zero income, that most likely my copay for my medication, which I can get my prescriptions done through the free clinic, and that will probably be free. I will have zero copay because they do it, as I vaguely had remembered, they do it on a sliding scale based on your income. And since I have no income, there's literally nothing to slide. It slides to zero. So that is pretty awesome. That means that I can hopefully really soon get back onto the Paxil again. Okay, I'm not eating that piece of broccoli. And then, so I did that. And then I came home, which involved taking 2 of the longest frickin' bus rides, because I had to take the 51, which goes from the Department of Human Services on Broadway, sort of by the DMV, and that 51 bus goes all the way down Broadway, and then it goes like back and forth a bit, and then it goes all the way down to where I needed to get off, which was 8th and O, so I could, 8th and O? Yeah, whatever. So I could catch the 15. The 15 from that section also takes half a forever because it goes all through little squigglies of downtown and stuff, and up Del Paso Boulevard before actually getting to where I needed it to go. So I was done with my appointment by 11:11 and home by nearly 1 o'clock. So that was how fun that was, and I had to run for the 51 too, because I was just going to do the thing where you go out to the bus stop and you sit and you wait for the next bus to come along. Well, I got to the crosswalk and the bus stop is like 50 feet from the end of the crosswalk going into the street, and the bus went past me in the intersection. So it's sitting there, it's like, it's loading people, it's like, I'm sitting there, come on light, and then finally the light went, and I say ran, I did a fast waddle. I probably should have done the Miranda thing and galloped, but I waddled, and he held the bus for me. He was very nice. Turns out he's a very good driver, because he also held the bus for another gal, and today was all full of nice drivers. That 51 held the bus for another gal, and for me, and then the 15, when it was pulling away from one station, it noticed 2 people walking and things, so it came to a stop and actually looked out to see if they needed to catch this bus, which they didn't. And then when we were coming back on El Paso Road, a gal realized that she was going in entirely the wrong direction. Everybody was helping her, so the bus driver pulled off at I probably shouldn't say that, at a non-bus stop place next to the light rail station, and let her and her baby off so that they could catch the light rail going back in the correct direction. So that was pretty awesome. Usually bus drivers are really mean about that. When you realize that you've completely fucked up, they pretty much say, nope, sorry, if the next stop is a half mile down, you're getting off a half mile down and walking back. So that was pretty decent of that guy. So and also got to, when we were sitting there on the 15 before it took off, because it was the 8th and O where they sit there and take their little break, the radio came on, and the guy driving, I think he said it was the 56, said that there was this couple arguing, and the guy had run out in front of his bus, and he's all, very clear, guy ran out in front of the bus, I did not hit him, and then this dispatch comes on, clarification, you did not hit the pedestrian. And the driver's all, no, I did not hit him. And, did you do a hard break? You could almost hear him say, fuck yeah. What he said was, yeah, I did a hard break. Which was, it's always fun. That's why Mom keeps the police radio band thing on in her car when she's at work. Because it's fun to hear the little backwards things. That's one reason I loved working dispatch when I worked for the papers, is because I got to know all the little backwards bits and stuff. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, so the reason I didn't get anything done today, when I finally got home, I sat there and ate, and then I ate some more. And then I was sitting there, I caught up on my TV, so I caught up on Castle, which this week was an excellent episode. Oh my god. And Castle and Smash and something else, which I can't even remember now, which probably isn't a good sign. Oh, Heart of Dixie, which I do love that show. I don't want them to cancel it. It's so cute. And the thing is, considering that Ringer is also up for cancellation, I watch best shows, or both shows, I would rather that they keep Heart of Dixie, because everybody on Ringer is so horrible. There's like no good people on there, aside from Bridget and maybe sort of kind of FBI guy. But it's just so full of bastard-coded bastards with bastard filling. Whereas Heart of Dixie, even the snotty lemon, you still kind of like her, and it's like, okay, that's just how she is. It's got the whimsy and stuff that, frankly, when I'm watching the two shows, when I've got stuff backed up, I watch Ringer, and then I watch Heart of Dixie to take the bad taste out of my mouth. That or My Little Pony, that works too. Anyway, so finished doing that, went on YouTube and saw that there were 2 new episodes of The Unbelievable Truth that had been uploaded, and I was like, okay, I'll just sit here and listen to that, because it's a radio show with David Mitchell. And unfortunately, I didn't even make it into the first segment on smoking, which their segments are like, I don't know, 5 minutes maybe, tops, because what I hadn't considered was, okay, I've had a long, busy day. I did do my workout this morning before I left for the office, so I've also exercised, plus walking all around and waddling and stuff. But I often, lately I've been doing Kung Fu Panda when I sleep, like I said in one of the other ones, but usually my go-to is to put The Unbelievable Truth on really low, because I've listened to the episode so many times. If I wake up at 2 in the morning, it doesn't matter what segment it is, I already know what's going on. Plus, the beauty of that show is that because the segments are so short and so it's such a simplistic idea for a show, if you pop into the middle of a segment, you can figure it out really fast, and then you just sit there and finish it off with them. And if you fall asleep during the middle one, who cares? I've heard them all before. But unfortunately, that also means that my brain heard The Unbelievable Truth play, didn't care that there were new episodes, and so I ended up falling asleep on the couch for 4 hours. I got up at 7 o'clock. I woke up. So it's like, well, shit, now I've officially slept into nighttime. So I got up with the most horrible neck crick, which I still have right here between my shoulder blades. Went and took a bath, and now I'm making food to eat. But that's pretty much the entire day shot. I did end up calling the Retirement Alliance people to close out my account, so that's good. And tomorrow we're going grocery shopping, and then Thursday, I'm taking Mom for her birthday fun time, which is we're going to go see Cabin in the Woods, and I want to take her to Home Depot. I don't think she got that today when I said, when we're there, we'll go to Home Depot and you can buy some plants, or get some plants. I don't think she realized that I meant she can pick out some plants. That's what I said. I said you can pick out some plants. I don't think she got that what I meant was pick out some plants and I will buy them for you as my present to you. Because usually Tori and I get her gift cards to Home Depot, because Home Depot is her store. It's the mom home, like me in a bookstore. But it's like I couldn't really decide on amount for a gift card, because I'm having to budget everything, but at the same time I realize that I totally tend to spend money on impulse things, which Mom knows perfectly well. But at the same time, I know I couldn't spend $50 on a gift card, which is usually what we get. And it just is always sad when you get a gift card, but it's for such a tiny amount. So I thought it would be way more fun to go and just actually pick stuff out. And then whatever that amount ends up being, that's what we'll get. So I don't think she quite got that. If she listens to this before we go, I'm pretty sure she will. And I also want to go to the bookstore. But the thing is, I want to get Let's Pretend This Never Happened, which is the bloggess's book, because I love her, but I can get it for half off online. And Mom has these books that somewhere had recommended that she's been wanting to try, and if we combine the two together to over $25, then you get free shipping, which makes everything on sale, and we don't have to pay for shipping. So I called Barnes & Noble and to see how much the book would be in store, and there's no discount. It's $25. But I really want to read it now. It's like I don't want to have to wait. And before you say it, yes, I already checked on other sources, and nobody's got it uploaded yet, so I can't even cheat and do it that way, which is really frustrating, because there's nothing worse than being poor and loving to read and being too scared to go into the library and find out that you owe whoever knows how much money. So it's like, that would be really torturous. I had also considered doing the thing where you take the bus in the morning and then just sit there all day reading a book, but that would really interfere with my schedule, and they'd probably kick me out as soon as they realized what was happening. Plus, I obviously then would not get anything done. Like today, didn't get anything done. I was supposed to fill out job applications, and I think I was supposed to clean something. I've got laundry sitting in the washing machine that I need to put in the dryer when I'm done recording this. And it's like my entire day just went poof into the air, and now I'll be up half the night, and I have to get up at 6:30 tomorrow, which is probably also going to make me want to have to take a nap tomorrow. Luckily, Mom will be home, so hopefully we can do something that's going to keep me up, but it's just very, very irritating. But on the other hand, yay, good stuff has happened. I cannot wait to have my pills. I'm going to eat now and go away and stop recording this. Really, I am. Seriously. Okay.